10 rich thinkers are.
Investor thinkers see money differently than almost everyone else. Most people work for money. Investors make money work for them. Every dollar becomes a potential asset, something that can grow, compound, and create more of itself over time. This is the mindset that turned Warren Buffett into one of the richest people on the planet. He never invented a single product. He simply identified great businesses and held on to them for decades, letting compounding do the rest. Builders think in terms of creation rather than accumulation. They don't ask, how can I make more money? They ask, what can I build? Companies, products, and entire systems all start with this question. It's no accident that roughly 68% of the world's ultra-wealthy are self-made rather than born into money. Founders like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates didn't start out rich. They built something the world needed and let that creation generate the wealth. Long-term thinkers are playing an entirely different game than everyone around them. While most people are focused on next month, they're focused on the next decade. Businesses grow slowly, skills grow slowly, investments grow slowly. But given enough time, those small, steady gains compound into outcomes that look impossible from the outside looking in.
Opportunity thinkers see potential where everyone else sees a problem. Economic downturns, industry disruptions, new technologies nobody trusts yet. While most people panic, they look for the opening. Some of history's biggest fortunes, from real estate empires built during the Great Depression to streaming giants built right as cable television was collapsing, were created at exactly the moment everyone else was focused on what could go wrong. Old money families think in terms of preservation, not acquisition. The Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts built fortunes that outlasted them by generations, because the goal was never simply getting rich, it was making sure their grandchildren stayed that way too. They invest in land, education, and long-standing businesses, things meant to be passed down rather than spent. Network thinkers understand that the biggest opportunities almost always come through people, not spreadsheets. Partnerships, mentorships, deals that change the entire trajectory of a career. Many of the wealthiest people spent decades quietly building relationships long before they ever needed them. Their network becomes a form of capital that money alone simply cannot buy.
The risk manager thinkers are, contrary to popular belief, wealthy people aren't bigger risk takers. They're better risk managers. Before making any move, they weigh the downside against the potential reward. The same logic an insurance company uses before pricing a policy. Their goal was never to avoid risk entirely. It was always informed risk instead of reckless risk.
The leverage thinker. Leverage thinkers are constantly searching for ways to multiply their results without multiplying their effort. Technology, employees, capital, systems that work even while they sleep. Instagram had just 13 employees when it sold for $1 billion, a perfect example of how a small team with the right leverage can outproduce an army. This mindset is especially common among the founders who build billion-dollar companies with surprisingly small teams. The athlete thinker. Professional athletes develop a unique relationship with money because their highest earning years are limited to maybe 10 or 15 years. That urgency forces the smartest ones to think beyond their sport entirely. LeBron James is the clearest example. Long before retirement, he built a business portfolio spanning media, food, and entertainment that ended up worth far more than any of his playing contracts. The quiet rich thinker. The quiet rich might be the most overlooked type of all. They don't drive exotic cars or post their wealth online. Many are teachers, mechanics, or small business owners who spent decades quietly saving and investing. A study of over 225 millionaires found the most common type wasn't the lottery winner or the lucky trader. It was what researchers called the saver investor.
Subscribe for more.